I'm going to talk to you about something near and dear to my heart because I have a 15-year-old child. And so I'm already thinking about, well, gosh, this kid's going to drive in a year. And I knew how I drove. It's pretty crazy at times. Fortunately, this is a girl, so maybe she's driving a little safer than a teenage juvenile boy like myself did. But regardless, there's the risk that something happens. God forbid something happens to her. That would just be terrible. And I just pray that she drives safe. But beyond that, what if there's some kind of accident where she harms someone else but doesn't harm herself? Well, that's still a terrible situation, right? We have insurance to cover those things. But what we need to understand is that there are limits on insurance, and some things may not be within coverage limits, and that regardless of insurance or not, there's still risk. And here's the risk. It's the dangerous instrumentality doctrine, which means that when I own that car, I give a car to my daughter for her 16th birthday, but the car's in my name. Well, if I give the keys to her and she drives around and it can be shown that I have reason to believe that giving the keys to her poses a danger to someone else, then I can be sued personally, which means they can go after my estate, everything that I've saved for in my life, and ultimately what she's going to inherit when I pass away. So can I do anything to mitigate this situation? And here's a really simple suggestion. Instead of me continuing to own the car, I give the car to my daughter, which I can do in Texas. I can give the title of the vehicle to my daughter. So she owns the vehicle. There's no dangerous instrumentality doctrine in that situation because she owns the vehicle. She drives the vehicle. Something happens. The negligence is all on her. Any lawsuit could be against her only. It couldn't be against me and my estate. Worst case, she gets a judgment against her. She's early on in her life. We have to get it dismissed in bankruptcy or something else like that. But my estate is not touched. So it's all about, when you're looking at asset protection, it's all about protecting that nest egg. Of course, this strategy has to be weighed against the increased cost of insurance if it's just my daughter with her personal vehicle getting insurance, for example. But you'd have to look at that scenario and see whether it's worth it. And in many cases, with a lot of our clients, they decide that it is worth it. And they'd rather just have their child own the asset themselves so they could shield themselves from liability, protect the assets, protect the estate, and ensure ultimately that their heirs will get what they've spent a lifetime saving.